you talk to the business owner, quote their business needs, and then use a pivot as a way to talk to their employees, develop a relationship with their employees for their P&C needs. This is where the tag team effort comes in. The Home Organizer software featuring Milk, Digital ID, also Silver Digital ID, Ears Digital ID, is a tool that gets your foot in the door to talk to the decision maker from a commercial standpoint, gives you a chance to work with them so you can meet them, quote their business needs, which we've got scripts that we work with when Client Focus makes these phone calls and uses this tool to get your foot in the door. But then it also gives you a reason for a lunch and learn to talk to all of their employees, a gift that will protect their kids, their pets, their valuables. It also has a home inventory system in it. And that's kind of what we talk about tomorrow during the Be the Boss of Your Main Street. It's taking one of these small aspects that we had years ago with farmers and just letting the whole program evolve, and to where not only just from a P&C standpoint, but also now it helps you with commercial business and then all the way down to the developing relationship with the employees and also other businesses that the business owner may know or conduct business with throughout their community. So that's what the BOSS webinar is tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time.
Thank you, Rob. And we've been working with Main Street Marketing for about 2 years, and one of the reasons we've worked with them for a couple reasons. One is I really think they got a good product, and a lot of agents struggle sometimes when that X date is 6 to 8 months away. This is a product that you can get in the door right away with and talk to the business owner, and you don't have to wait for that renewal date. You can start working with that business owner, building the relationship, get to the employees, and then maybe even quote the business early before the renewal on it. So that was one of the reasons I liked it. The second one is that you can get client-focused connections if you buy their product and our service. You package it together, and if you got ad aid through farmers, you basically can get their product for free. And I think it's a great relationship. So let's move back to Corey. Let's do some questions. I also wanted to let you know that we do have a YouTube channel. It's called Go Client Focus. If you want to search us out on YouTube, we do record the call, and we do have other recordings on there. Because not everybody can make this call, and also some might come in late. So there are some other recordings out there. This is all about sharing and helping agents write more business. So let's do some questions and answers, or just talk about the concept. I know, Greg, you've been using our service out there for quite some time, and you've really made that commitment. So anybody want to share?
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been with Client Focus for probably almost 6 months now, and a lot of my X dates don't actually start until midsummer 2013. Those type of things. What are the type of things that you do to try to stay in front of the clients so they don't forget about you, or the prospects so they don't forget about you, so when their X date does come, they're ready to sit down with you and quote their business?
Corey, you want to answer that? And then,
yeah,
Greg, I'd like to give you an opportunity, too.
We were saying they're summer, so you're looking 6-8 months out. What I would do is just do the initial phone call when you get the lead, just to introduce yourself and stuff like that. And then maybe 3 months from there or 4 months from then, just send them another note or letter or phone call and just say, hey, I didn't forget about you. I still want to look at your business information. And that way you're still keeping in front of them if you want to send them a letter with a card or something like that. That way you're always in front of them, not really annoying them, but you're still in front of them saying, hey, I didn't forget about you. Because the thing I see a lot when you talk to business owners is they say, oh, yeah, I talked to ABC Insurance and they're supposed to get back to me, but they never did. And so hearing all that from other people, from business owners, I made it a point in my office that we always get back to people until they either sign up or they say, we're not interested at this time. So it's all about getting in front of the people, whether it be stopping by their business or a letter or a phone call. It's just soft marketing is what it is.
Greg, you want to add to that?
Sure. What I do is I physically run down every lead I get from Client Focus. I get in the car and I drive over there, and I put together a little introduction marketing packet on myself. I'm big on collecting testimonials from other business owners that become clients of mine, and I give that to them with my business card and a desk calendar for their desk, introduce myself, and I tell them, you just spoke with Amy from Client Focus, want to introduce myself, here's my contact information, and I show them the leads. I print them off, and I said, when you spoke to Amy, you said this comes up in 6 months or whatever it is, just like this gentleman was asking. I ask them if that's correct, and there's no wrong answer, whatever they give me, and then I come back to the office and I send them out a card thanking them again for their time. And like Corey was saying, just don't quit following up on the lead. Go until you get a no. And I just wrote one this morning. The guy came in. It wasn't very big. It was only $2,000 a year, but it's another commercial account. And
yep. It's awesome, Greg.
Yeah, you just keep working it. And from an agent who never did commercial insurance, I've had a pretty good year with commercial, and it's all client focused. It's just following up on those leads. And another quick little idea, every lead I get from Client Focus, like I said, I go out there and personally introduce myself. I look at their neighboring businesses, what's right next door to them or across the street. And if it's something that I know we can write, I just go introduce myself. I drop off the same packet with the business card, and I've gotten a few of those now where they go, hey, you came in here 5 months ago or whatever. So the business that Client Focus sends you, look across the street or what's next door to them. If you're in a strip mall, walk into all those businesses. That's what I've been doing.
And I remember the day when Greg was 6 months in with us too, and he wasn't successful and ready to quit the program. And to be honest with you, that's where we see a lot of agents struggle at that 6 month mark. And is that they want to quit. They expect immediate results. And same with you, Corey. You know that you need to make at least a year commitment. And other agents, the famous one is Rob Gibson. He's been out since 2006 with us, or 2005, and he has us now calling back. His portfolio of leads is so great that he has us calling back and setting appointments for him. Generating new business to keep that pipeline filled, but also setting the appointments for him. So it's all about building relationships and staying in contact, and following up on the leads, and year after year. Even if they tell you no this year, you got to hit them again next year, and so on and so forth. Right?
Yep. I agree with that.
Okay.
Completely.
All right. Any other questions out there we can talk about?
Where do you get the leads to give to Client Focus?
They pull them for you. I don't know the whole makeup of that. Maybe Dean can speak on that. But you basically send them the risk, like if you want to go after restaurants, hotels, bars, whatever you want to do. You say, these are the leads, the types of businesses I want to go after. These are the areas I want to go to. And then they bring up the list. They'll email it to you and say, here's what we came up with. Go through it. But like I said, the thing I like is they let you look through the list before they call it. So if you know if it's a restaurant that you definitely don't want to write because it's a bad risk, then you can just tell them, take this restaurant off of there, and they will.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, what we do is when you get started with us, all new agents that start with us, we offer you the introductory offer, which is $277, and that includes 3 3-hour telemarketing sessions, and then we give you list management for free. The callers make about 30 calls an hour. So they need at least, 90 to 100 names to call for every 3 hours. So we give you 300 names. We send over a list criteria, and we need to know, like, do you want to work counties? Do you want to work zip codes, circumference of your office? Do you want to do a 60-mile radius? Sometimes that will take some agents into other states. So are you licensed in those states? And then what do you want to go after? What categories? And we'll have that conversation with you, and then we pull that list. We email it to you. Then you scrub it, like Corey was saying, you take names off that you don't want to contact, or whatever the case may be. Then you send it back to us, and that gets into the caller's hands, and then they start making those phone calls and making the presentation on your behalf. Now that service, then on a contract, there's an additional fee for that. But if you don't want our help with that, if you just want to send us your own list, that's fine too. We'll call it off any list. But we've been doing this for 16 years, and we've called out of phone books and all kinds of, lists that have been sent to us, maybe Chamber of Commerce or whatever. But you have to have a real organized fashion of doing it. And with an Excel spreadsheet, we've even tried a company called Hoover's